Hey boys and girls, this book is called Grandmother Winter by Phyllis Root and pictures by Beth Cromes and published by Scholastic. Grandmother Winter by Phyllis Root and pictures by Beth Cromes. Grandmother Winter lives all alone with her snow-white flock of geese. All spring, Grandmother herds her geese as they gabble and squawk, honk and hiss, flapping a storm of feathers. All through the summer, Grandmother gathers the feathers, soft as snowflakes, bright as a winter moon. Come autumn, Grandmother sews on her quilt, stitch by stitch, stuffing it full of feathers. When the days burn down toward the longest night, Grandmother shakes her feather quilt. Flake by flake, the snow begins to fall. When Grandmother shakes her quilt, children come running from their homes, catching snowflakes cold on their tongues. Grown-ups build their woodpiles high and scurry for sweaters and mittens and skis. When Grandmother shakes her feather quilt, cardinals and chickadees fluff themselves against the cold. Snowshoe hares and weasels put out their coats of white. When Grandmother shakes her feather quilt, earthworms tunnel deep into the dirt. Brown bats hang head down, bundled in blankets of wings. Under the leaves and in hollow logs, morning cloak butterflies sleep. Below the milky ice of the pond, prickle frogs and painted turtles bury themselves in mud. Minnows and sunfish slowly swim. When Grandmother shakes her feather quilt, bull snakes coil in the old woodchuck dens, and prairie mounds and clumps of weeds. Jumping mice wrap their tails round and close their eyes. When Grandmother shakes her quilt, black bears yawn and burrow into hillside dens. Children pull off boots and coats, tumble into bed to be tucked in. All night they will dream of flying over hills and making angels' wings in the snow. Grandmother gives her feather quilt one last shake, blows out the candle and climbs into bed. The wind in the pine sings shush, shush. What does Grandmother Winter do then? Under her quilt, thick as a snowfall, warm as a flock of geese, Grandmother Winter sleeps while the days drift down like feathers. And Grandmother's geese, what will they do? Heads tucked under their wings, they will wait until spring to gabble and squawk, honk and hiss, flapping a new storm of feathers. This book is called Grandmother's Winter. I hope you love this book.